think a lot of people have very strong opinions about Hitler. Hitler's cool. Yeah, Hitler's cool. He was the uniforms, the military, yeah, cool. Don't be a baby. You were too stupid to invent a means of transporting yourself any distance from where you fell out of your mother's. Black homosexual Don Lemon, former newscaster, now turned ridiculous black gay podcaster Don Lemon. He has some comments on Trump's Somalia rant. I don't even have to play Trump's rant. We all heard it. He got up there and just said, they're garbage. We don't want them here. And they're corrupt and lying. And it was fantastic. A lot of people, though, are on the news now doing their little rounds, saying how horrible and racist it is. But I explained it the first half of the show here, how it's a great thing. It signals a change, and it lets people know that you can speak your mind, no matter how offensive some others might think it is. Wonderful. So here's Don Lemon talking about Trump's Somali rant.
Called out. I think it would be called out even more if people weren't afraid to criticize this president. I think what he said about Somalia, I think that is disqualifying to be a president of the United States.
You could pause there. They'd call him out more if they weren't so afraid of calling out this president. That's all they do is call out this president. And that's the whole thing there, you fag. People don't want to call him out. There's a large segment of the American population that agree with him. They don't want to call him out. And if the mainstream media feels there's a shift in the ideology of this country, and that shift is closer to people saying, yeah, we don't want Somalis here, then they're not going to tear down Trump. When it's profitable to shit all over Trump on something, they'll do it. When they feel a large segment of the population will not watch their shitty news program because they're going against the grain of America, then they won't. It's all dollars and cents, you fucking. Do you get it? So, but he's under the impression that the news is afraid to criticize Donald Trump. It's all they do. There's the difference here is they don't see money in criticizing Trump on this issue right now. Maybe in a week they will, 2 weeks, a month. But right now they see it as not profitable, that the American people don't want to watch a news agency defending Somali criminals from the president of the United States. All right, let's see.
States. Donald Trump and his family, they're immigrants as well. They were immigrants as well. Most of us are immigrants to this country, except for African Americans, who are the only people who did not come here voluntarily.
Pause. I'm sick of that fucking story, too. African Americans, the only people that didn't come here. Didn't come here by choice. You couldn't. You didn't have boats. You didn't explore. You walked around the same fucking part of the country, starving if the food ran out, dying of thirst if it didn't rain. You didn't come here because you couldn't come here. You had to be dragged here. You were too stupid to invent a means of transporting yourself any distance from where you fell out of your mother's overworn womb into the dirt. Holy mother of pearl. And there have been plenty of black immigrants that have come to this country. Not every black person that is here is the ancestor of a slave. There's immigrants. There were immigrants coming here for 100 fucking years from Africa and having kids that were children of migrants, legal immigrants that came here. Nothing to do with slavery. But every African has to say, we weren't brought here. Yeah, tell us about it. Rub it in. Rub it in. We were brought here. Sorry. We didn't come here of our own accord. You'd still be over there. My God, man. All right. Cocksucker says what?
So, I think that, calling a sitting member of Congress garbage and calling Somalia garbage, it goes back to the whole thing about shithole countries. It's racist. It's vulgar. It's beneath the dignity of the White House. It is sexist. And quite frankly, it's just gross. And Donald Trump seems like a gross, bigoted, racist piece of shit.
Wow.
You get cocks in your ass and
really
you're telling people what gross is.
I can say that now because that's how I feel. And look, if someone called someone I knew garbage or me garbage, then, hey, I'm giving him the same energy. He goes, I hate to say this. So if he can speak that way, if he can say shithole countries, I can say the same word.
Yeah.
Why can't I do it? And why can't the journalist do it? Because that's what
You can. Where is this guy? Where are you living that you can't retort? That if Donald Trump calls Somalia a shithole country, that you can't say in return, no, it's not. You're a piece of shit, Donald Trump. You can say that. There's nothing preventing you from saying that. You'd be wrong in saying that Somalia isn't a shithole. Remember the Haiti is a shithole? And Conan O'Brien goes over there and he's floating in the water with a coconut drink. Meanwhile, it's like, yeah, Conan, leave the fucking Club Med compound and see how much of a shithole Haiti is. And it's only gotten more shitholy. That's for sure. Oh, God. They don't get, again, pure emotion. That guy's had cum and emotion pumped into him over the course of his life. And he cannot grasp reality. He's a woman. He's a fucking woman. Oh, God.